Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another YouTube video. As you can see today, we are here with the two Bissell Powerforce Helixes. The two Bissell Powerforce Helixes. The one on the left is a Bissell Powerforce Helix 2191, and on the right is a Bissell Powerforce Helix 3313. These two vacuums are, like I said, they're both Bissell Powerforce Helixes. But the one on the left, the 2191, is the older version of the one on the right. But in this video, I'm going to go over some things that are different from both of these machines. Both of these are Bissell, and out of the Bissell lineup, this is the 2191, which is the older version of this one. This one replaced this one. The Bissell lineup, I have a 1240. I used to have a 1700. I also used to have a 2191, but I got another 2191 last night from the trash. So you guys will see the vacuum saved before this video. And then I also have the new version, the 3313, that I also trash picked about a week ago. So both of these machines were trash picked. But like I said, this is the older version. This is the newer version. This model replaced this one. So, these, I'm not sure if you can still get these or not. But if you can't, this is the new Powerforce Helix. This is the new model. Before we go over any of the differences between these two machines, between the older version versus the newer version, go down below, guys. Please hit the subscribe button. We are so close to 1,000 subscribers. So if you can go down and just do a big favor for me. You're literally watching this video. You're literally looking at it right now. Please go down below, hit the red subscribe button. You're literally staring at it. Please go down below, hit the subscribe button. Please leave a like on this video if you find this video helpful. And make sure to leave a comment and share this video, because why not share? Share with your friends and family or other vacuum collectors like me. But anyways, now that we've gone over that, let's continue this video. Alright, so, as I have already explained, let's go to a lower view. As I've already explained, the one on the left is the older Powerforce Helix 2191, and the one on the right is the Bissell Powerforce Helix 3313. This one is from 2021. This one is from 2024. So, in this video, we're going to be going over some of the differences. And let's go ahead and continue that. Now, let's go ahead and get started. So, the main differences, to me, in my opinion, the main differences is the motor sound whenever the vacuum is running. We'll get to that in a minute, but we'll plug we will plug both of these in, and we'll give both of them a run, and we'll give both of them a listen, both of them a test, and see what they both sound like. Because to me, the newer Bissell sounds like it has a lower pitch sound to it, and it kind of, and the motor in it also kind of reminds me of like a Bissell Powerforce Bagless 6583. The one on the left, This one, the older version, the 2191, kind of sounds like a 1240 motor. But yeah, the motor differences is, in my opinion, one of the differences that I have noticed. Another thing to notice that are different between the two is the bin. This piece right here. Look on this one. The older one, the newer one. Older one, newer one. So you can see that Bissell on the newer model that they came out with this year, and by the way, if I didn't say that, these new models came out this year. These new models came out this year. So these are not, this machine I trash picked, and it is from 2024, and these models came out in 2024. So you can call this a brand new machine. Even though it looks dirty and crappy looking or whatever, I will consider this a brand new machine. It may be dirty, but it's in good shape, and it's from 2024. So I'm going to consider this a brand new vacuum. So, but anyways, like I said, they got rid of this. They got rid of this piece. So you can see more of the bin, more of the cyclone, etc. Because they got rid of this gray piece. Because this is more of a clear piece. See, even on the side there, this is clear. There's no gray thing here now. So you can see more of the bin and more of the cyclone. And it makes the bin look bigger as well. So, yeah, that's one thing. That's one difference. Another difference is also on the bin. Another difference is also on the bin. And that is the bin color. The bin on this one, on the new Powerforce Helix 3313, is the bin, it has like a grayish tint color to it. It's like a gray tint color to it, as well as the Cyclone. The Cyclone is also gray. So that's also another thing to point out. And if you look on the 2191 Powerforce Helix, the bin is clear. Well, the bin is, it's foggy and it's dirty, but the bin is not gray. It is a clear color. The Cyclone is also blue instead of gray. So that's also another thing to point out. So yeah, the bin is gray as well as the Cyclone is gray. And the bin on this one is clear and the Cyclone is blue. So that's another thing to point out. Also, another thing is this has a blue height adjustment knob as well as a blue foot recline pedal. But on the new one, it has a gray foot height adjustment knob as well as a gray foot recline pedal. So that's blue and that's gray. And another, let's go back to the bins for a minute. This is also another thing that I also noticed when I was looking at these two machines earlier, is the bin, the lid on the bin. The Bissell, I know from previous machines that I've had, Bissell, there tends to be dirt that leaks through the lid right here. Like, especially if it's fine dust and dirt, etc. There's just enough, see, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You see, dirt can easily seep through there and just leak out and then just go all over your floor. See, there's just a lot of play. There's a lot of play. The amount of play is insane, actually. But see, dirt can just leak through there. So, if you look at the newer bin, and I'm giving it the same amount of pressure as well. I'm giving it the same amount of pressure. You see, it doesn't move around as much. It doesn't move around. And see, I can give it some push now. I'm giving it quite some force, but I don't want to give too much force because I don't want to break, or I don't want to break something. But I'm giving this quite a bit of force, and you can tell this is, I mean, it's still moving. Don't get me wrong, it's still moving, but it's not near as bad as the one on the 2191. It's not near as bad. So Bissell did a good job at fixing that problem on the bin. Because see, let me go back to this one. See, I mean, that's just a lot of play. That's a lot of play. See, dirt can easily leak through there. That's a lot of play. So Bissell, see, it's just not as bad. So Bissell did a good job at fixing the problem with the bin on the newer Bissell Powerforce Helix. So but yeah, Bissell did a good job. So that's another thing to note, is they fixed a problem with the bin lid with dirt seeping through. So that's a good thing. If you notice on the top, these are the same. Well, actually, no, there is a difference here. The word empty on the 2191 is black, and the one on the new 3313 is white. So that's black and that's white. So that's another thing to take note of. So, and you can tell the bodies are the same. The bodies are the same. Helix technology. These are the same. But like I said, these are different. They got rid of the separator. And the sticker on the 2191 and the sticker on the 3313 . So the sticker's a little bit different, but it basically gives you the same information. So yeah, we'll just pop these back on. They both just snap into place. So that's another thing to take note of. The next thing I want to talk about is the brush roll. So the brush roll on the 2191. This is what the brush roll on the 2191 looks like. And this is what the brush roll on the 3313 looks like. Does anybody see a difference between these two? Couple more seconds. Alright. So, if you guys haven't noticed what the difference is between the two on the bottom, is on the 2191, there is no squeegee. But on the new and improved Powerforce Helix 3313, there is a squeegee here. Bissell has added a squeegee on the newer model, where on the older model does not have it. But Bissell has added a squeegee, and this squeegee helps when you vacuum on bare floors. The squeegee helps prevent scattering. So whenever you're vacuuming up fine dust, such as example for kitty litter is a really good example. Since the brush roll can't be turned off on neither one of these machines, the brush roll cannot be turned off. This squeegee right here will help prevent scattering and prevent from debris going to behind the vacuum, because this brush roll cannot be turned off. So the brush roll tends to kick debris behind the vacuum, and it just does not do a very good job on vacuuming the bare floors, because you can't turn off the brush roll, and the amount of suction that this vacuum cleaner has is kind of on the low side. But both of these machines were only $50 at Walmart. But these are both budget machines, but the amount of suction that they both have, the brush roll just has too much power, and it just tends to just kick debris to the back of the vacuum, and then it never does a really good job in bare floors. But Bissell has added a squeegee, so hopefully that will help vacuuming bare floors a little bit easier without it scattering debris or kicking debris behind the vacuum. So that is another thing to take note of that Bissell has added, is they added a squeegee on the bottom. Another thing to take note of is this is the old Bissell logo. We're on the new Bissell. This is the new Bissell logo. So Bissell has changed their logo. There's the old, and there's the new. So Bissell has changed their logo. And another thing I want to point out as well is these vacuums have the exact same brush roll in them. They have the exact same brush roll. But Bissell, on the newer model, it has a turbo pass brush, where on this one it has nothing there. There's nothing there, but on the new one they put a turbo pass brush. But these have the exact same brush roll. The brush roll is exactly the same. So I'm not really sure why Bissell put that there. And they did that to all their newer models. They did that to the turbo model. They did that to the turbo rewind model. They basically did that to all the new models. So, and by the way, I should mention, they didn't just update this model. They updated the Powerforce Helix Turbo. They updated the Powerforce Helix Turbo Rewind as well. So instead of 2190 for the Bissell Powerforce Helix Turbo, and it went from 2190 to 3332, I believe. I believe the new Powerforce Helix Turbo is 3332, and for the Powerforce Helix Turbo Rewind, it went from 1797 to 3333. So that is the new Bissell Powerforce Helix Turbo Rewind. It is 3333. So they changed all their models, and all their models have that right there, which I don't really see what the difference is, but the brush rolls are the same. And Bissell changed all their models in the Bissell lineup. So, and I just said all of them. So Powerforce Helix wise anyway. But yeah, that is some of the differences that I have seen between the two of these. Everything else to me looks to be the same, besides the things that I have pointed out already. So I'm going to go ahead and sit both of these back up. And if we go to the back, let's look at the back. This is what the back of these look like. The back looks the exact same. The 2191 is missing all its attachments. Excuse me. The 2191 is missing all of its attachments, and it is also missing the cord hook. This one has the cord hook. This one is missing it. And this one has the extension wand and crevice tool. So this one's missing the cord hook, and it has none of the attachments with it. But this one has the cord hook and has the extension wand and crevice tool. So I basically just have to route the cord like that instead of that. So the back is the same. The hose is the same. It's the exact same. Here is the vacuum cleaner information. This is a 2191 made on the 55th day of 2021, and this is 8 amps. Made in Vietnam. In Zuidwest, the Netherlands. I think that's how you say it. Let's see, focus. Zuidwest, something like that. The Netherlands. The Bissell Powerforce Helix 2191, made on the 55th day of 2021, has an 8 amp motor. And if we go to the new Bissell Powerforce Helix, this is model number 3313, made on the 99th day of 2024, and this also has a 8 amp motor. This is also made in Vietnam, and this is also from Zuidwest, or Zuidwest. I think that's it. Zuidwest, the Netherlands. So my bad on Zuidwest. I think it's Zuidwest, the Netherlands. Zuidwest. So they're both from Zuidwest, the Netherlands. So everything's the same as far as I'm seeing. Zuidwest, the Netherlands, made in Vietnam, model number 3313, made on the 99th day of 2024, and has a 8 amp motor. Same thing on this one. Zuidwest, the Netherlands, made in Vietnam, model number 2191, made on the 55th day of 2021, and has an 8 amp motor. So now all that's left that we're going to do in this video is give both of these a run. And we are going to start off with the 2191 first. So it's going to take me a minute because I have to unwrap the cord. And let's go ahead and plug this bad boy in. And let's give this thing a quick run. So this is what the Bissell Powerforce Helix sounds like. And yes, the motor's a little bit funky on this, but it'll have to do. But this is what it sounds like. So that's what the old motor sounds like. That's what the old motor sounds like on the Bissell Powerforce Helix 2191. So now let's go ahead and give this thing a quick run and test. So that's what the motor sounds like on the old Bissell Powerforce Helix 2191. So now let's get the 3313, the newer version of the Powerforce Helix. So let's get it good to go. Let's get the cord unwrapped. And we will give it a run as well. So this is what the motor sounds like. Oh, my bad. I don't think this thing tends to not have a very good connection. Let me bend the prongs on these. I apologize, guys. Let me bend the prongs. There we go. It should stay in a little bit better. So we got power now. We still don't have power. All right, we're just gonna switch outlets. All right, now do we got power? All right, now we got power. All right, so anyways, this is what the motor sounds like on the new Bissell Powerforce Helix 3313. That's what the motor sounds like on the 3313. We'll give it one more run. So you can tell the motor differences between these two is there is a difference. The motor, to me, on the Bissell Powerforce Helix 3333 is it has like a higher tone, but at lower pitch at the same time. Rather, the Bissell Powerforce Helix 2191, it has a higher pitch. So, it has a higher pitch, and it kind of hurts your ears a little more. Even though the motor is kind of wonky in this one, even if the motor sounded normal, because the Bissell in the Powerforce Helix 2191, it sounds like a 1240 motor to me. Well, rather in this one, even though it's the same motor, the motor sounds a little different. It kind of sounds like a 6583 kind of motor to me. So this one has a lower tone pitch of the motor and has a quieter motor than the Powerforce Helix 2191 has kind of like a higher pitch motor. So that's another thing that I think Bissell made a good change on and really improved, is the differences of the motor, and especially the sound of the motor as well. So that's a really good thing that Bissell has also made a change to. But we will go ahead and give this thing a test and run as well. So here we go, and I hope y'all enjoy with this one too. And that noise is the belt. But anyways, that's the 3313. And we will give another run of the 2191 if it will go into the wall. So 2191. So that is the 2191. Okay, we're done with this one. And now we'll give one more run of, we will give one more run of the 3313. So that's another thing to take note of, that the motor has a different noise to it. So let me know, guys, let me know. But anyways, that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, and stay tuned for more. Let me know down in the comments if I have missed anything. Let me know in the comments if I have missed anything. So yeah, please point that out. If I have missed anything, please let me know in the comments down below. But I think I have pretty much, trying to look, I think that's everything. But like I said, if I missed anything, let me know in the comments. But the main difference to me is the motor. I can tell a major motor difference. And both of these do have clean filters in them. They both have clean filters. So, but yeah. Anyways, that is it. I hope you guys enjoyed. If I missed anything, like I said, let me know in the comments down below. And I hope you enjoyed this comparison video between these two vacuum cleaners. This is the older version. This is the newer version. This model replaced this model right here. So, like I said, I'm not sure if you can still buy these or not, but If you can't, this is the new Powerforce Helix. So, anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe. Stay tuned for more, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Till next time, guys. That is it. Peace out, y'all.